Alright, so this is supposed to be the chocolate cherry tomatoes. But if you take a look back here, I mean, I've got some huge tomatoes. And, you know, just hi little spider right there in the middle of the screen. But on the same plant, you see those are cherries. And you see how big that one is in comparison. And up inside there, you see those. There's actually two of them, like I said, of balls. And on the other side, there's even some more right back past there. You can see the shininess of them. Okay, pulling out. Now this right here in the middle, directly in front, is the yellow cherry. You can see a lot of flowers in there. Bad focus, bad focus. There we are. Fireworks. We're under attack. War of the Worlds. And then if you look inside, you see that little cluster right here. And another little cluster. Again, this is the yellow cherry tomato. And I've now realized that I have these way too close. I planted them per the guidelines, or the little recommendation. I should have put two in this planter as much as these things are coming out. And more, and more, and more. And so then this is the Cherokee Purple. And so I've got clusters of flowers here. You can see several growing right back in here. Hello, Mr. Romaine. Wild. Dandelion. Put those in the compost pile. I like to add weeds to my weeds, you know. And again, this is that Cherokee Purple. See, I've got, again, these are going to be heirlooms, so don't expect perfectly round tomatoes. But I've got a couple squashed right in there, and a couple more above it, and several more right here. I just love the smell of napalm in the morning. No, fresh tomato plant. And here's some more. Again, this is that yellow cherry right in the middle. And I don't know if this sheen shows, but at certain angles you'll see this perfect silky glow right down this plant as the light hits it and refracts. Beautiful. It's just simply beautiful. And more cherry tomatoes all throughout here. Kind of see that little glitter, that sparkle right around that, especially on the stem. And then right over, right there. That's just awesome. And more cherries. More cherries. I actually had one single cherry tomato that ripened up, and you'll see that in the previous video. And it was right up inside the middle of that. It was just perfect. It was actually orange. You can see, this is that chocolate speckles. It's supposed to be cherry tomatoes. And so I got all these clusters of smalls. And then I keep having, and, you know, you see these little vine structures here. And then every so often you get these big ones, just big, huge ones. I mean, are those cherry tomatoes? I don't know. See? Tiny, tiny, big. And I got even larger on the other side. But I'll tell you what, you can see the growth in this thing. And I'm in here every day just trying to trim out new growth. And these things are just going gangbusters. I know you saw that bag over on the other side, but this is actually 2-year-old compost from my own garden and around, supplemented with a couple other things, but that's just it. Just good old, and look at that. Kind of dry here, but it's nice and wet down by the roots, where it counts. Freeloader. About to go free lunch into my compost pile. And speaking of the compost pile, this is my start for this year. And only turned it once so far, but this is a bunch of new growth for my very weedy yard and surroundings. Gotta love them. And those are my grapes.